All right, dear friends, now the fun begins. We had our inauguration, we had our balls and all that stuff. That was great. Whoop-de-doo, that's great. Now it's behind us. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. Now we're going to focus on what needs to be done and some of the things which you must understand and you must grasp in order for you to be a cognizant, cognitively attached, valued American. Okay? These are the rules. Listen to me carefully. That was wonderful. Very frankly, after the inauguration, the balls bored the hell out of me. I'm not one for ceremony. I'm not. God bless them. Good for them. I just turned it off. And these people wearing their dresses. And you know, it's funny how some women, when they put on makeup, they look like different people. That's not a good look. If I don't recognize who you are, that's not a good look. But that's notwithstanding, that's good. That's terrific. Let's get down to brass tacks. What is the president doing is what is happening right now. There is so much. He signed and rescinded 78 of the former Biden's executive actions with the stroke of a pen Monday night. He went to work immediately. This is what I want to hear. This is what precisely I want to hear. This is what I want to see, what I want to hear. This is it. The energy this man has is nonpareil, okay? We're going to talk about that. Also, on a fun note, what is Fox News going to do? Think about it. What are they going to do? They're not good at talking about how great Trump is. That's not their thing. They want to talk about how bad Biden is. So keep in mind what happens with them. Keep this in mind. It's very, very interesting to see how this works. Next, on the left, the leftist woke media collectively, they're going to have a hard time because they've already lost their crew. They've lost all credibility. And they've already heard this stuff about Trump. They're going to be filing lawsuits. They're doing it right now. They're going to go after it. You haven't seen lawfare. This is what I told you before. This is why it's critical that the president understands. You have to be absolutely, positively brutal with these people. Don't give them a chance to catch their breath. This is important. This is not just me saying this. You want to play by the game or not? The fun is over. Now we get down to brass tacks. You can't give them a breather. You can't let them up. You can't stop. You have to be relentless over and over and over. The role of the media now will be alternative platforming and streaming. X, this, and others. Not Fox News. They even don't know what to do now. It seems antiquated. Did you see all of the people at this Theo Von? We'll talk about poor Theo who fell down and almost busted his ass. The tech folks, the new entertainers, it's a new world. And Fox News in particular, and Newsmax and others and news station or whatever it's called, this is the worst of the worst because they've got this Fredo Cuomo who doesn't know what he wants to be when he grows up. He hates Trump. He doesn't like Trump. This is over. It's done. This is the beginning. This is more than just that. So let us start with this. First, you must maintain your subscription to Lionel Nation. Listen to me right now. They are going to try everything in their power to unsubscribe you. I don't know. We'll see. But make sure you are subscribed to Lionel Nation right here. Double check if you're not. 87% of the people that have been involved and who follow this wonderful and beautiful channel, thanks to you, are not even subscribed. And the same goes for the newsletter or news bulletin. But first, my friends, this critical news. Listen to this. New reports reveal that the average person has $8,674 in credit card debt, plus The total average consumer debt is a shocking $104,215 between mortgages, auto loans, student loans, credit cards, and unsecured loans. Unfortunately, without outside assistance, many will continue digging themselves deeper and deeper into the hole of debt. Now, I've advised and counseled friends and clients for years who want to take back control of individual debt about this secret weapon that has helped so many consolidate everything owed into one affordable monthly payment. They even helped negotiate a settlement agreement that will allow you to pay less than the total balance. Listen, they settled over $275 million in debt, and they've helped people become debt-free in an average of 28 months. I've had such an incredible experience referring clients and friends that I wanted to partner with them here and introduce their services to you, my loyal Lionel Nation family. If you want a helping hand to get out of debt, I absolutely, positively, and strenuously recommend booking a free consultation now by going to nodebtwithlionel.com. Look at the address. Once again, that's nodebtwithlionel.com. Use the link I've provided under the title. Listen to me. You can take control and learn how to get out of debt now. Now, my friends, let's talk about you and us and how we have to figure this out, because this is going to be very, very difficult for many of you to grasp and to totally understand, because the question is, what do we do now? And this is very difficult, very tough for people to understand and grasp. What do we do now? How will you maintain your mental health now? Raul Rodriguez says it's time to open a can of whip arse, as it were. That's important for us, but even more important for President Trump. Let me explain a couple of things which are critical. First, let's look, Raul in particular, dear friend, let's look at this. One of the best pieces ever. Immediately, think about what his day was. He is 78 years old. A lot of people, he went from this to this to this all day and back and forth and changing and sitting there. Biden would have been in a coma had he been this. Watch this one piece, and this will make you most happy.
I think this order will apply to approximately 1,500 people, sir.
So this is January 6th. These are the hostages. Approximately 1,500 for a pardon.
Hostages.
Full pardon.
Full pardon or commutation?
Full pardon. We have about 6 commutations in there where we're doing further research.
Okay.
Nice to see you again.
This is critical. A pardon.
So this is a big one. Anything you want to explain about this? We hope they get them. We hope they come out tonight, frankly. They're expecting it. Approximately 1,500 people. Six commutations.
Were there any cases you did not commute or pardon of people?
We're looking at different things, but the commutations would be the ones that we'll take a look at.
Doesn't it look like he's always been at that stage, at that desk? Doesn't it look like he's always, like he's never left, like he never veered from this, that this is where he believed, that this 4 years before this was like a bad dream or some kind of bad indigestion?
Maybe it'll stay that way, or it'll go to, full pardon.
And the order does require the Bureau of Prisons to act immediately on receipt of the pardons and commutation orders. Sir, this is an
Why don't we get that down so they can get them going right now?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a proclamation guaranteeing the state's protection against invasion based on the current crisis at the southern border.
I love
Invokes
this.
various executive powers relating to the ongoing invasion at the southern border.
I don't know who this dude is, but I love it. I love it. By the way, good shout out to Alex Jones. He's back too. It's a new world. It's a new world, my friend. It's a new, everything that you thought, everything that you were told before. It's a new world. It's a new zoo review coming right at you with 3 delightful animals with something new. We learned from their friend Doug. Just kidding. Now, if you really want to see something, if you really want to feel happy, if you really want to feel joyous, watch this. He's taking off his ankle monitor. Look at that.
Free at last. I feel justice was prevailed today. And like I kept saying from the very beginning, it was a 2-tier justice system under the Biden administration. He pardoned his own son. I just walked in the Capitol to peacefully protest. I'm not charged with violence. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't destroy property.
Yes.
So therefore, yes, it's very accurate what he just did today as far as giving us that full pardon. So I agree with the 100%, obviously, and happy about this and ready to get on with my life.
This is, and by the way, this is what, let me just say this again to you, my friends. Let me say this again, repeatedly. This is the new world that we're living in. This media, this is what to me is the most exciting, because I've only been a part of this for most of my adult life. And I've seen this, and I've been through all of these various iterations, and I've seen this a million times. I went through AM radio and talk radio and Rush Limbaugh on this. And what I'm seeing right now is I am able to deliver, and we are able to deliver something so fast to you, so personal. Let me explain something. When you are looking at something and you have a, by the way, these are these wonderful little prayer rugs, these coasters from the Met, the Metropolitan Museum. I love these things. Anyway, let's assume this is your phone. There's something about this versus putting on cable and watching Fox News, owned by BlackRock and this and the Murdoch family. They're not going to do anything to in any way veer from the shadow government. You know it, and I know. But in any event, when you are seeing this, do I want to see Brian Kilmeade or Ainsley give me? No. And it's not, it's not, do I have to wait until I hear Newt Gingrich? No, it's dead. They're so concretized, so ossified, so stuck in this pattern of delivery. I can't believe it. This is new everything. This is not just about Trump. What do you think got Trump elected? Fox News? No. This is, everything is new. Let me also show you something which is important. In no particular order, one of the most wonderful things that I saw that happened last night was, or yesterday, or today, or immediately, was the removal of this Coast Guard Commandant, Linda Fagan, terminated over border lapses, recruitment failures, and excessive DEI focus. This made me happy. Watch this. This is our Coast Guard. You don't think the Coast Guard's important? You don't? The Coast Guard? Watch this.
They have nearly 40% women enrolled at the
Here we go. This is what was her doom.
Coast Guard Academy. I'm really excited about the talent and the diversity that I see coming through the academy. My daughter is in the Coast Guard as a lieutenant, and there is just nothing but opportunity for her and all of the men and women that have joined the service. I'm really excited about the future as we look ahead.
This is not the chance for you. We don't look at the military as a chance for people to enjoy employment. It's not an employment agency. It doesn't work like that. We don't sit there and say, oh, the Marines, what a great way to go. And hey, you can go and no. You're going to be there to basically arm yourself and to be able to kill the enemy and to destroy property. That's what you do. And it's not a chance. We don't sit there and say, hey, look at we're going to use our diverse army to go after a not so diverse enemy. No, this language, she got caught. She is an anachronism. She doesn't exist. This way of thinking doesn't exist anymore. It's old. It's over. She just thought, okay, she's done. She's finished. They don't know what to do anymore. And these are the best parts. These same people, and remember who these people were, specifically Fredo Cuomo. Cuomo, that lying sack of shit. This guy, this jellyfish, this amorphous, spineless, atesticular, invertebrate, who lied about getting the vaccine, who lied about staying home, who lied about everything. He lied about every single thing. He goes with it. He doesn't like Trump. He likes Trump. And that brother of his, Andrew Cuomo, Salazzo, who wants to be the mayor. This guy who is another one. This vile family, the name Cuomo. Oh no. But watch these people and watch their absolute fury over the notion of a plenary pardon, if you will.
Is that a thing? Preemptive blanket pardons?
This guy, CIA spook asset, absolute invertebrate. One of these people who, listen, I don't want to get into anything more of that, but a wimp, a wuss, and a complete nothing, an atesticular zero, a child, a moonbat, a benighted little boy pretending to be in charge. That's who he is, a phony. He doesn't understand preemptive pardons. This is in 2020.
Is that a thing? Preemptive blanket pardons? I mean, I haven't heard about this since like Monopoly with a get out of jail free card. Trump has.
Then there's this one, this lying, miserable fool, this vestige, this relic, this guy that they just can't get rid of. He's like the Dalmatian at the firehouse, keeps coming back. What is this? Who is he? Why is he there? What does he do? Remember when this liar sat in his office with 100 pounds or whatever, doing dumbbell behind the back tricep extensions? He's lying about weights. Remember, all his thing was, look at me. Look what I'm doing. I can do pull-ups. I'm a little boy. I'm not a man. I'm not an adult. I'm living in the shadow of my father, who was the biggest blowhard anybody's ever seen, Mario Cuomo. And why wasn't he? What was he hiding? What was that all about? What was Mario Cuomo about? Remember that? He gave the most incredible speech at the Democratic National Convention, and then all of a sudden he's out. What did they know? What was that about? And then he's got that horrible, ghoulish brother, Andrew, the whole family. And this guy makes me want to puke.
Discussed with advisors whether to grant preemptive pardons. What does that say?
What does that say? What does that say? I'm going to pretend I'm surprised at this, because I am a sock puppet. I'm a windsock. I don't stand for anything. I'm imaginary. I'm fictive. I'm fictional. I'm ersatz. I'm camouflage.
That he wants to excuse them for things before anybody's even saying there's an investigation.
President Trump, as he winds down his last few weeks in office, is considering preemptive pardons.
Preemptive pardons. I'm going to speak in a clipped way like this. I'm going to speak like this because I'm going to convince to you that I am a very intelligent person by being hyper punctilious in my pronunciations. I'm going to look like an assistant principal, and I'm going to wow you. She went from working 1 day a week for what, 25 mil a year? They were on the crest of a wave. Now she's doing 5 days because MSDNC eventually separated from GE, separated, gone, finished, through, done. They're going to be replaced by some kind of AI feature. It's going to be an app. Watch, I'm telling you, remember these faces, their history.
What a mess. More as we know.
I'm so funny. Don't you love me? I'm so lovable. I'm so pert with my hair and my face and you're through. And then this absolute disgusting waste of flesh. This guy.
Source saying that some of the president's inner circle, well, they're telling him that it would be perfectly fine to pardon his family and other associates preemptively.
Yes!
Even though they haven't been charged with any crimes.
Yes!
How much damage could be done to this country can he do to this country on his way out?
Do you hear this? It's over. This is over. And remember, we can talk about it. President Trump never brings it up again. They are dead. But understand how we have crushed them. And don't ever think that, well, this is just a bunch of TV. No. They are the front line in the propaganda wars. They are it. Spandex says, 2025, chirp, chirp. The silence is deafening from the peanut brain gallery. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. Okay? We will see. Another one too. This was yesterday. As everything was going on, you've got to see this though, because this is they didn't know what to do.
Is going to go, and before he even gets back to the White House, it's reported that he's going to sit at a desk at the convention center and start signing these executive orders.
By the way, what's that on your head? I'm sorry. Am I being petty? Am I supposed to believe that's your hair? I'm serious. It's one thing about Whoopi, she wears a mop. And, if I were to take, cactus fronds and put them, you would say, oh, that's cactus. Right off the bat, you want me to believe. I'm just saying, maybe it's me, that's your hair. It just.
Lawyers are already rolling up their sleeves because there will be significant legal challenges when he talks about removing birthright citizenship. That's not
birthright citizenship. Oh, watch what happens, honey. Roll up your sleeves and drop your pants, because baby is going to be a long, long road.
Not something that he can just easily do.
I don't know what that meant.
The protection provided by the 14th Amendment. So, I think that we're going to have to figure out as a country how to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
And as individuals and as communities, figure out what kind of country that we want to live in.
Yeah. You want, right. It's not that other country. And by the way, it's not done yet. Remember, these people are going crazy.
Essential promise to put the law before family.
I said I abide.
Remember this. This is there's one thing about lying. I love a good liar. A liar, a person who looks at you and says, no, I'm not going to do that. No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. No way. I'm not going to do that. Listen to this.
Presidential promise to put the law
in his own hands. I went to school to learn how to speak like that. I take words and I pause them. And I talk about the law in his own hands. Well, the president, you like the way I speak? This is the way I speak. I have no idea what I'm saying, but I speak in this weird cadence because that's what they taught me at the Columbia School of Broadcasting.
Before family.
I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Letting the world know that he will not wipe away the decision of 12 of his son's peers.
Was asked directly, and he has said he wouldn't pardon his son if he gets convicted.
First of all, did she just get up? What is this? Did she just roll out of bed? And doesn't the woman on her right look like she's saying, what the hell are you wearing?
Convicted.
Let's wait and see what happens if he loses.
Yeah, but
he
said it.
He's going to get pardoned by his dad. There's no question about that.
The president has ruled out pardoning his son.
That's over here. Oh, here we go. This is Brow Lady. This woman, well, you know what I can't say, but we know what they're saying behind the scenes, okay? And it's interesting.
Major commitment from the president, accepting the outcome of the trial and also pledging not to pardon his son.
Pledging not to pardon his son. Speaking and to pardon his son, using this as weird cadence in the pardoning of his son, because that's what they learned at the Columbia School of Broadcasting. To pardon like this: thank you for calling Wendy's. Can I take your order? Do you want a lid on that? Do you want fries with that?
The challenge for him is really to continue to live up to his values when it was really personal.
Here's Laura Fink. She's a Democratic strategist. She's in a room strategizing. She has a chessboard. You can walk in sometimes 4, 5, 6, 10 times a day. She says, now let's see, if I do this, then they're going to do this. Excuse me, I'm strategizing. Be with you in a minute. Now, if I do this, they're going to probably do this. Okay, I'm done strategizing. Can I get a yes? And the woman on the right says, what am I doing? How do I look?
And he did that today.
Oh, look at that look. What do I do? How do I do? How do I look? How do I feel? How do I look? Coming across okay? I'm strategizing.
Seems like a pretty normal, straightforward answer, but it does.
Seems like a pretty straightforward answer, as do my brows. Notice how my brows look like this. I look like Rudolph Hess.
It takes new weight when we see what Trump is saying about the outcome of his trial, what we're hearing from other Republicans who say they don't accept the jury's verdict here in New York.
The contrast is profound. To sit there and say, well, I'm not going to intervene in the legal process, and I wouldn't pardon my son. One side, Democrats and Joe Biden protecting the justice system.
Oh, the justice system. I'm not going to do anything. Okay.
And on the other, Republicans and Trump protecting Trump.
A current president of the United States.
This woman has so much steamer trunk emotional baggage. When are these two going to split? You think Obama and what's his name have a relationship problems? Oh no, she's through. She's through. These two, I'll bet you. Well, we're hearing a lot of stuff, but they have been on the skids. They have been going nowhere. There's nothing. Now, don't remember. Here's the issue. Do these shows still enjoy a certain amount of viewership with a Trump administration? Because all they have to do is to attack. Or are people so disgusted by this, they say, look, you've already lost the audience. You lied before. They don't want to come back to you. They don't want to hear anything you have to say. You said that Biden was okay. You said that he was sharp as a tack. You said, and then you lied. You lied about everything. So they are desperate. Look at this phony set behind them.
States has so much respect for the law that he has said he would not pardon his son. I mean, again, it's all about the contrast.
And Biden saying, I will respect whatever this jury decides versus.
Willie Geist died in 1993, but nobody told him.
Donald Trump after he was convicted on 34 counts, saying the entire system is rigged against him.
Their latest attack has been that Joe Biden has politicized and weaponized the DOJ, right? That was the whole argument around Donald Trump's conviction. And this week, of course, Hunter Biden was found guilty, and Joe Biden has very clearly said he would not pardon his son, he would not commute his sentence.
Are you watching this?
How stark is this difference? I mean,
this is the nightcap, by the way. You're saying to yourself, I didn't know about this show called The Nightcap. You and the rest of the free world. I don't even know what The Nightcap is. I have no idea what this is. It should be called NyQuil.
How can Republicans keep making this argument now that Joe Biden has really put it out there? Where's Hunter? Mm-hmm. And he stood there in a courtroom, flanked by his family, and he's accepted his sentence.
He is not pardoning.
This is Wiseman Wiseman. Oh, this is the creepiest, ghoulish. This is the guy who, if you're at a stop sign and you look over and he's in the car, you lock the door. I know we all lock the doors automatically, but this is the creepiest, most ghoulish. Look, and do you notice, how do I say this? There's a certain, shall we say, style that is prevalent.
His son, which he could do. These are federal charges.
What's his name?
He is not doing that. He is not doing it because he is living what it means.
He is living what he means. Ooh la la. Cue the Liberace music, Dave.
To have a rule of law in this country. Yeah. And then it isn't, I mean, if you want to know if he believes it, you could actually see what is happening with his own son.
how how does he do this? How did they do this?
The president, Anderson, has been really clear that he is going to accept the outcome of the trial no matter what happens.
So Joe Biden's gotten asked.
Oh, look at this one. I don't know who this was. I think she was one of the, wasn't this, she was one of the View Herodins, I believe.
About, talking about law and order. He's gotten asked if he would pardon his son. He has said no. On the other side, you've got Donald Trump, who has said that he will pardon the January 6th insurrection.
Yep.
They're not even his sons. They're just sons of bitches.
Oh, they're not even his sons. He's a sons of bitches. Hijo de puta. To me, I sing everything. Donald Trump said he's not going to do nothing. But they got Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a good man because Joe Biden said, I'm not going to do nothing with my son Hunter. I'm not going to do nothing con mi hijo Hunter. But this hijo de puta de January, enero 6. No me. To me, I sing everything. Okay. Cuba sí. Castro no.
Said, I am not running again because he understood this.
What if your daughter came home and said, I'm going to marry this guy?
Self-restraint.
I look at this dude on the left. Remember, the SNL has been also making more and more references to him being the Rachel Maddow doppelganger. And check out this mannequin in the middle wondering, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I got to call my agent. I hope my reel's up to date.
Restraint was absolutely essential to this country so you don't have a king. He did not pardon his son. He did not order the Department of Justice.
Tell me you're hearing this. Tell me you're deep within your soul. You recognize the abject and criminal hypocrisy of these people.
To say, don't prosecute my son, so impressive.
Could have.
Oh my God! Imagine you're at some Motel 6 on Route 3, and you wake up in the morning and that'll sober you up. What have I done? Oh my God! I gotta go. Oh, rock bottom, baby, rock bottom. Imagine every day you wake up and you say, this is as good as it gets.
Ordered the Justice Department to halt the prosecution of Hunter Biden, according to this court. Everyone understands he's a decent man.
I think Joe Biden has a chance here to.
What is this? This is like Tulsi. This is like Yvonne DiCarlo. Tulsi meets a skunk.
Stand up for the rule of law, to say the law is the law, no matter who it is, no matter if it's Trump or Biden. And remember, part of Trumpism's.
Listen, Biden, I'm going to pardon you, okay? So you can go back and do whatever you want. Go back to the hooker, the meth, the cocaine, perico, everything, okay?
Dangerousness is that it tears down institutions.
Look at this. Look at Tubbo there. I wonder if he's could it be, I don't know.
Important institutions of our democracy.
What is this? Yeah, could you do me a favor? Can you put a big skunk stripe right here? Right across the front. Can you do that? And the rest of it, remember that Tom Snyder had those big colors? Can you give me that? Can you give me that look? Yes. And give me the Star Wars guard jacket look. There you go.
So there's an opportunity here.
Authoritarian yet crude.
For Biden to say, the jury found him guilty. This is how it's supposed to work. Period, paragraph, end of story. And look at this guy. Ooh, I'm passing somewhere and ooh, should not have been so heavy on that cheddar. Ooh, ow. Ooh, this is not feeling good. Ooh, God. Should have used a Dulcolax. Ow. Ooh, geez, God. Oh, please let this pass. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, my God. I'm going to give this thing a name.
Ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
Yeah, my pardon. I was fine. Pardon.
As I said last week, I will accept the outcome of this case and will continue to respect the judicial process as Hunter considers an appeal. The president said he won't touch it. He said he's not going to pardon his son. And it seems that Merrick Garland let it go through. How can the Justice Department be weaponized against Trump when all of that is happening?
Is that guy on the third? Is that guy from Pawn Stars? Who are these people? Who are they? And Joy, your hair? Is that your hair? That's a hat, isn't it? It's a hat with synthetic strands of something. Okay.
Democrats stand for the rule of law. Remember,
The Democrats stand for the rule of law.
remember law and order. And we've been saying that Trump
Doesn't he? Wasn't that guy from, was it 3 Men, 3 Bats? What was it, Charlie Sheen thing? What's that dude's name? Doesn't he look like him?
Trump's not above the law. Hunter Biden's not above the law. No one is above the law.
Oh, well, for now.
And it is amazing to see the stark contrast between how Democrats handled today.
Cher's son. Very good, Ms. Mary. Very good. Ooh, ouch.
And how Republicans handled this whole thing over the last couple of weeks.
For years, these conservatives.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's Jonathan Capehart. If you had Jonathan Capehart and Harold Ford Jr. in a bore-off, who would bore? They could actually kill someone. You could put somebody on an EEG, or an EKG rather, or both, and watch them flatline after a Jonathan Capehart moment.
They've been crowing about a politicized Justice Department.
They're crowing about it. Is there, do you notice something here? Is it me? Do you notice there's, I'm just saying. Do you notice that maybe they're wrong? Just, you know what I mean?
Biden.
This is Neil Catal. Hang on a minute. He's a former acting Solicitor General. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
Politicizing it and so on. What happened today? The Justice Department convicted the president's own son.
Well, yeah.
His only living son. You heard the president say he would.
Look at Capehart. Look at him. Oh my God. Oh my God. My shorts just shifted. Oh my God. They always look this. I'm so painful right now. How do I look? Is this what does this look? What does this look? Do I look stern enough? Should I have gone for the full Windsor? I don't know. This collar doesn't work. I think a half wedge maybe. I don't know.
That the outcome of the case. I know no other word for that, but presidential.
Presidential. I know another word for presidential. Right, Capehart? Somebody give me. You okay there, Johnny boy?
Mm-hmm. He even went
Here we go.
so far as to say he wouldn't pardon his son. That's how much respect he has for the system.
Yeah.
The president has said.
Oh, here we go. Look at Jim Acosta. This guy, Acosta. What do you say about this? And this man, too, on the right, took the bad cheddar. He is in mid-Bezor. He's got a hockey puck. He's got some very serious problems. We're talking about some dyspepsia here. I am not feeling good right now. I don't know what you've got in the green room, but not feeling good right now.
That he will not.
Look at that face. Ow.
Pardon his son. What did you think of that?
I thought it was extraordinary. I mean, it was a moment of just moral clarity on the part of Joe Biden, and couldn't have been in.
It's a squint off. That's right, Snarf.
Starker.
Can you squint? God, this hurts.
Contrast to the way Donald Trump has handled his own conviction.
He could still pardon him. He said he won't do that.
Who's this?
All of that conduct, given that it's his son.
Oh, that's a guy from
it's kind of, we should pause for a moment and think about how unbelievable that is. In a million years, if the shoe were on the other foot and Donald Trump was facing the prospect of his son being prosecuted by a Biden, if I had been held over, a Biden holdover or Obama holdover prosecutor.
Look at Chris Hayes. Everybody, you know what his big joke is? He looks like Rachel Maddow. When SNL hits you with that.
Not in a million years would that have happened. So, some of the people on the right, the people who support Donald Trump,
all in,
are trying to cast this as
all in,
some clever ops program.
Yeah. Hunter Biden was found guilty by a jury of his peers, just like Donald Trump, because this is our justice system at work.
Right.
The divide here is stunning, and it's a great reminder.
Now look at the one in the middle in the back, looking down, playing. Remember Angry Birds? Remember that? And the guy on the right says, "Oh, what should I have for lunch? Should I go to the Chipotle again? I do have that coupon. I don't know. I might go to the Chipotle. No, I don't know. Olive Garden's got that all the bread you can eat thing. I'm not really sure."
That one political party remains committed to the rule of law and the other doesn't.
Joe Biden has already
Who's this? This is Jamal Simmons, former communications director. This is Jamal Simmons, ladies and gentlemen.
proven he's willing to stand up for the rule of law in a way that we could all never imagine Donald Trump to do.
No exceptions. Oh, Aaron Burnett. Look at this guy on the right. What is this? Don't you want to? Once upon a time, children, remember something. When your parents tell you what to do, don't be like me. I was kidnapped at the age of 5 and sold to gypsies. Then they kidnapped me and sold me to wolves. And they rejected me. And here I am back. And I'm on the Aaron Burnett Show. My name is Evan Osnos. I'm a staff writer for The New Yorker. What does that mean? I haven't the foggiest idea. Who the hell reads The New Yorker? Not even New Yorkers.
Emphatic over the last few days that he does not plan to pardon or commute his son. What that really is him saying is, I don't plan to use the powers of the office, the powers of the presidency to provide private relief for my family. And
look at Aaron. Look at how am I looking? You okay, Aaron? You okay? Give me that kind of like that mama son look, like a mama bear.
Since he's staking out a pretty bright line between being, as he says, a president and a dad. And that's not just an emotional expression. No. He's in effect saying, He's the author of Joe Biden, The Life, The Run, and hang on, what does this mean? And What Matters Now. Well, that book is selling great. My next book is called Elena Verdugo, Man or Myth, and How High Is Up, a collection of essays I've done on my life and what it means to be a staff writer for The New Yorker. My favorite hobbies are sometimes going to bed without saying goodbye, and I must admit I'm frightened by the size of Lincoln's ears. I don't have any friends, and frankly, I thought Vito Powers was an Italian spy pilot. think that I don't have a
Where's Joe? Where am I?
right, even if
What the hell was this? Wait a minute. Hold
if it's legal and
Oh my Jesus. I don't know. What are those things behind me? What are those eyeballs? What are those things stuck on the wall? And that dude in the back is saying, whoa, no, he got out. He got out.
God knows it must be tempting.
There's Georgia Maloney saying, do I have to push this guy around? Do I have to make this man move around? Per favore. Allora. Oh, no, Giuseppe, please don't walk around to make me have to grab your ass and bring you back. Like I did the time you walk off in the middle, they go, dove Giuseppe? Go off, Joe. Allora.
To use this power in a way that is not available to so many others.
Guys, that here? Where am I? Where's Nurse Ratched? NEM. Somebody barred the door. Oh my God. When he hit the bridge wave. Typically,
There are Americans
Tyler
facing
too.
similar
I've frozen. Look at Georgia saying, Mr. President, don't. Why do you call me Wendy?
kinds of struggles. There's a kind of
I love you. I'm telling you, listen to me. I'm giving you a bunch of bullshit about not pardoning you, but don't worry. The hooker thing and the dead hooker, they don't know anything about that one.
old school sort of flinty core to his conception of how
Yes,
you
I
are
can
to
make
be.
it. I'm doing hand puppets without a puppet. This is my little friend. I call him Toby. See, I talk to him. How are you, Toby? I'm fine, Mr. President. Yes, this is my signal. This means everything's okay, right, Toby? Yes. Okay, I'm going to go inside the car now. And Hunter, do me a favor. It is Hunter, right?
In the system, how you are to be as a person, a moral.
Uh-oh. Looks like Hitler was to me. I know they're going after this. Can you believe this? They're actually going after, believe it or not, they're actually going after Elon. They're saying he's what? He's a stormtrooper. Can you believe this? What does that look like to you? Look at this. Look at Biden's giving this. These are hand signals. See, in the Biden family, this means, okay. Look at this. Sig Biden.
Person, and ultimately how to contend with questions of power.
I don't know who that kid is shrugging. He's like, oh, can I go?
One of the things that anybody who spends time around Joe Biden comes to know is that he's had this long-running focus on how much he is bothered by abuses of power.
Can you be... I mean, you do right now. How do you feel the sense of, oh my God? And there's Willie Geist. Willie Geist, you probably didn't know this. Willie Geist could single-handedly reverse the teen pregnancy rate by describing in detail the sex act. Nobody would want to do it. Nobody.
The verdict, no matter what it is, and that he has ruled out pardoning his own son. Contrast that from what we hear from Donald Trump. And again, we have to underline in no uncertain terms, President Biden saying, I will accept the outcome. I will accept what the jury decides here. That's the way our legal system works. And no, I will not pardon my own son if he is convicted.
And the contrast.
There he is again. There he is. The weirdest Andrew Weiss. Is it Weissman?
Is so clear in terms of decency and principle and transactional
principles.
Guidance in terms of how you view
transformational, transcendental, transgender, transmogrifying, transatlantic, Transylvania, trans fats, and Transformers. One of my favorite cartoons.
the world.
It is still a good day for the United States.
Oh, this is Katie Turris. This is the one who she used to date Olbermann. Does that give you an idea of what's going on here?
It's that this conviction is a prime example.
Turris, isn't Turris' father the guy who threatened, who now is a woman who threatened to beat up Ben Shapiro? Quite a lineage this gal has.
Of the way our judicial system is supposed to work. Even President Biden saying in a statement that he would respect the outcome of this case.
For now.
Those words so completely contrast with what his opponent, now a convicted felon himself, continues to say about the U.S. courts.
The contract.
Oh my God. Hey, Chuck, do me a favor. When you get up in the morning, take some Score. You got some Vitalis, maybe some Dippity Doo, maybe some Crisco. And I want you to go like this, kind of like Napoleon kind of, and then comb your hair down like Mo. Okay, down. It's a good look. Just go like this. Don't wear a hat. Don't shave it. Don't do a joint. Just comb your hair down like this. It looks terrific. Like he just got out of the shower or like he just lost a bet.
To how Trump has behaved.
How? Look at this. He did hair and makeup. And somebody said, "Are you sure about this? You sure this is maybe you want to, maybe this way or no, down like this in wisps, down. I like this look."
Trump has treated the rule of law. This was a good day for the system. Good day for sort of America as an example of how.
Chuck looks like the guy who sweeps up after a baseball game. Jimmy, you're incredible.
The rule of law should work.
President Biden told David Muir.
Here she goes. Look at these. First of all, imagine you walk into, I don't know, any group and you get this trio sitting there. And these people, first of all, let's do thematic apperception, okay? TATs, thematic apperception test. Kind of like a Rorschach. First rule, none of these dames are happy. The last time they were happy is when they canceled the Ropers.
That he would absolutely accept the verdict, whatever it was, and that he would not pardon his son, regardless. And today he said the same thing in a statement. Meanwhile, Donald Trump comes out and calls the justice system completely unfair. Yeah. What do you think of that contrast?
What do you think about this?
It is the contrast of two different men.
Here is Joe Biden, who has lost a son who served honorably in the armed forces, who now has basically said, I will sacrifice my surviving son's future. I will allow him to serve a prison term if that's what's determined, because that is what the rule of law demands.
The president announces that he will not pardon his son. Do you think?
Oh, this is Mike Barnacle. This is the fellow who plagiarized George Carlin. Did you ever hear this one? Mike Barnacle. Mike, Barnicle, George Carlin. Of all the people, for Barnacle, one controversy too many. Does Mike Barnacle deserve a second chance? Mike Barnacle, fraud and plagiarist, helps Boston Globe's Mike Barnacle told to resign. He said he never read the George Carlin book that contained 10 jokes in his column. He's a liar. He's a thief. He is a plagiarist. George Carlin? That's one thing if you're going to, steal from some obscure. Don't forget the old rule. If you steal from one, it's plagiarism. If you steal from a bunch, it's called research. Here's Mike Barnacle doing his best, pinching his hands together. Kind of in a Neapolitan look.
Ordinary Americans give enough thought to how this system is a miracle, a gift to this country, a gift to democracy.
Thank you very much. What we just went through, this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. And meanwhile, We don't have any words yet, but that great American Theo Vaughn is now reportedly in critical condition as he did this. Oh, I'm just kidding. He's okay. But I just find this funny. Here's Theo.
Oh,
hey.
it happened. It happened. I said it would.
We got to see here. Theo's okay. Theo's down.
Vaughn's
down. Vaughn's down. Vaughn's down.
It actually happened.
The eagle has landed. Vaughn is down.
No way.
Alpha, Beta, Gamma, X-ray, Foxtrot. Vaughn is down. Vaughn is down. How much you want to bet he calls Morgan and Morgan and says, yeah, I was at the right. I fell down. It was a defective chair. What can you get for me? Huh? Who was it? Trump. Hello. Hello. Okay, that was Theo. You sure you want to? Okay, you ready for this? This will send you off the charts angry. This will.
IH has not ever and does not now fund gain of function research.
Look at this.
In the Wuhan Institute.
We now know that a bat coronavirus was enhanced in a lab. The National Institutes of Health acknowledged that it funded research of a virus that was studied at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. The experiment unexpectedly, we're told, made a bat coronavirus more contagious than the original naturally occurring one.
Take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans.
Right.
You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about.
They took animal viruses that only occur in animals and they increased their transmissibility to humans. How you can say that is not gain of function?
It is not. What we're talking about now is the gain of function research in studies that increase predominantly the transmissibility as well as pathogenesis and alteration of host range of the virus. Nobody's lying here, Senator. It is you. I'd have to laugh at that. I should be prosecuted.
See? Doesn't that, Mr. President, I want you to get Fauci. I want you to have everybody that you know, every investigator, every lawyer, every former prosecutor, to think of everything you can do. Go after his medical license, his driver's license, go after his CVS consumer card, his Sephora points card, administratively, civilly, legally, criminally, via state charges, however you want, in an ongoing conspiracy, a novation which occurred after yesterday, new crimes, if he's found to be covering up something. Now it's a new conspiracy. Get him, strip him of his pension, strip him of everything, ruin him, destroy him, grind him into dust, into a pulverized, atomized nothing. Destroy his soul. I want his dreams. I want his shadow. I want every remnant, every aspect of his being to be expurgated, bowdlerized, emended, ablated, excised, and amputated from the annals of history. I want him to be hurt, and I want him to be absolutely made an example out of. If you don't, then there is no justice. There is no system. I want Gitmo. I want Attica. I want Leavenworth. I want the maximum, the Fed Max, whatever. I want him to be crushed. I want him forever to be say, remember what they did to him. Remember what they did to him. Remember. Now, let me explain something to a couple of things, my friends. First, I'm going to say I have not mentioned these fine people because we have been so focused. Preparewithlionel.com. I don't know how to tell you this. They're going to come after us like you can't believe. They're going to come after law, order. I don't know if it's the ports. I don't know if it's through drones. I don't know what they're going to do. They got away with LA. We're not talking about that. Remember what they did. Remember what they did to LA. Remember what they did in front of everybody. In front of everybody. This is what they did. With Los Angeles, they said we were going to use United Nations and WEF predatory practices. Smart LA 2028, they said they were going to use. 15-minute cities, they said they were going to use. C40 cities, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, Vision 2045, sustainability. They're telling you this. They're telling you. They love to tell you what they're going to do. Now is the time. Even though the greatest president in our history is here, that does not mean that he can prevent everything. Be careful. Be more vigilant now than ever. Prepare with Lionel.com. This is not a joke. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic here. And one more thing. I didn't see Mike Lindell. I didn't see a lot of folks. You know what? Maybe it's a new time. Maybe the president. I don't know. But Mike Lindell, MyPillow.com, has been a part and parcel of this movement of MAGA since the beginning. He deserves your respect, your commerce, and your loyalty. He's been good to us, and we've been good to him. I want you to go to preparewithlionel.com. That's one thing. But also mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, or mypillow.com/Lionel. Tell them there is nothing more powerful than all of us. We never forget our friends. Never. And we never forget our enemies. Keep that in mind, dear friend. Can you believe what we're going through? Can you believe this? Can you believe all of this? It's just incredible. BP says, I love you, Seki baby. You promised daddy and we got daddy. Okay. I like that. Spandex says, Bert Lahr as the cowardly lion and drag. I'm sorry. We should have gone back. I don't know which of those individuals that I talked about before. This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we are. But let me just tell you something. Aren't you happy? When you woke up this morning and it hit you, did you find yourself saying, yeah. He's president. He's really president. This is really the president. He's in charge. I don't know what to tell you. Now, my friends, thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for letting me spend this moment of reverie, of fun, of reminding the world what we've been through. Thank you for this. Thank you immensely. Thank you. In toto, I thank you. Thank you for all of this. You have been incredible. Make sure, dear friends, make sure you follow Lionel Nation. Make sure you are subscribed. Number 2, we don't call it a newsletter, but there's a link here. Follow these. People have been going crazy. I've been tweaking this. Everybody should have them available and deliverable to your mailbox. Right here. Just the link is in the description section and pinned in the comment section right here. You understand that? It's going to be wonderful. Also, follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors on YouTube. Together, we are going to change the course of this world. But we must understand something. The enemy, do not, as George Bush would say, misunderestimate them. Okay? All right, dear friends. Have a great and a glorious day. And to Spandex and BP and Raul, thank you. Thank you for your love and your focus. Thank you, all of you, dear friends. We are so back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Get used to it. You're going to hate winning. You're going to be so tired of winning. We are back. And that 4 years that we went through that hell, you'll never see the likes of that again. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious day. Remember, subscribe to Lionel Nation right now if you haven't. And don't forget these words. The monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. That.